We are now live with the ROX mods. My stream is doing something wacky because I should be visible, yet something is going on with the live stream device. As if it's frozen. That's a Patriot Grand Prix. We're going to use Display Capture 3. This is the next best thing. Alright. Well, folks, there is so many drivers today. And let's go through the field briefly so you guys know who's who. We're not quite in the race yet. But at first we got Shibe, then we have Dale Ross. Then we have Twin Turbo V6 in the 32 machine for this week. Nico Outs in the 66. And then we have Lewis Hamilton, Performance Engineer in the 12R. T7 Jake in the 27. In the 20, we have Jason. In the 45, Eris Netta. 951 East. 57 TD is going to be Jen. Speed of Tier 1 in the 23. And then JD Kelly on his debut race. What a race we expect to see today, folks. This is going to be absolutely insane. Who else is coming? Nettie. No problem. Yep. Has no problem at all. Just try to get Nettie. Oh, he is in. He's in the VC. Alright. Is that? Yeah, Initial doesn't have a license. We're waiting on JD. Or sorry, we're not. We're waiting on Nettie. You guys know how it works. It's a 5-minute qualifying session. It's basically like Mitz Cars qualifying. We're gonna have one pace lap. We're just gonna wait on Nettie to join, and we'll have 13 cars. You know, my all-time goal is 15, but I don't think we'll get that tonight. But 13 is still a fantastic race. So, all right. Well, Nar, try to hold strong. If you don't do well during qualifying, you could easily make up spots during the race. This is gonna be a race full of a lot of people. So, stay focused. You'll do good. We're gonna try to. Eris Netta need to rejoin. JD Kelly, if you could please get in as soon as you can. I mean, not JD Kelly. Nettie. Nars left. Nar has left, so he's not racing. We're gonna teleport Nettie. All right, Nettie, line up in the back of the field, and we'll get going as soon as we have. Try to stay. If you have to go, if you really have to go, pull it. There's a gate. Make sure to close behind you. On the top of the hill, or you could go into the pit lane and park your car in the pits. All right. 5 DNS. That's a high number of DNS, but yeah. Alright, just waiting on Nettie to get lined up, and we'll start pacing. We're going to do one pace lap and then 5 minutes of qualifying. Crazy day. Okay. When the lights turn yellow, you'll go when the person ahead of you goes. We're now under caution. If the person isn't going, you could go ahead. Just make sure to go up the hill. So I saw Shibe was sleeping it, so we'll just go on without Shibe. Since there is still 5 minutes to get something in. Okay, I'm gonna speed up. You guys can go once you guys get out of the chicane. But try to go 60 till you guys get to the chicane. I'm gonna go as fast as I can. Alright, you guys are green to go. Clear to go. Green flag. Waiting for someone to cross the line. It's laggy. It's very laggy. This might be a good time to get a shot. So we're going to reset the lap times. Time board. Look at all those cars. Just 13 cars a day. It's a bit laggy on track, but it'll probably clear itself as the field spreads out. Usually happens like that. There's a lot of lag everywhere. Alright, I want to get a screenshot and then we'll get straight to the laps. See who's leading at the end of lap 1. It's twin turbo V6. Alright, look at the timing board. Cruising second quickest on the board. As it's twin that's currently holding quick time. Oh boy, this is laggy. Let me see if I can... I'll try my best to reduce the lag post... Oh! Okay. Alright. Got caught off guard. If you guys have any trouble, like you flipped over stuff, let me know and I'll get you and flip you back over. Alright, look at the times. Performance engineers en route for a good looking lap. Will he be able to go quick time? Gets his way out of the chicane. And that was a weird incident. That almost looked like there was a collide issue. It's going to be a little painful for everyone, don't worry. I think the more you guys drive, though, the better it'll get. 13 entrants. And that is DNS for JD Kelly. Get back to the board. Scheib goes up to P2. That's performance engineer, purple sector 2. Now through chicane. Goes by East 951. He's about lost it, but kept it under control. So we're now halfway through this qualifying session. Jen crosses out the line as performance engineer quick time with a 46.730. Those are GTI times right there. And it's kind of bad for me too, but I get you. And at the front, performance engineer is still purple on his sector 1. Looks like he's developed that rhythm. Okay, for this, after qualifying, I'm going to want you guys to do a cooldown lap, and I think instead of the pit lane, we'll line up on the front stretch. There's a lot of cars, and it might just be better for the sake of pacing. Performance engineer, once again, another quick time lap with a 46.290, an entire second ahead of twin turbo V6. Performance engineer was your last track loans ROX mods race winner, and it seems like he's not lost any of it. Performance engineer with a purple sector 2. Now crossing over with Nicolau. It's a track builder. And manages to get by. Oof, it's a crash for Nico. And it's another quick time lap for performance engineer. Meanwhile, twin turbo V sits currently purple on his first sector. Twin is going to push as much as he can. More than likely, next lap will be the white flag lap for him. I believe he's the group leader. Twin turbo V6. Second sector looks pretty decent. Now only the last 2 turns, and the white flag is in the air for Twin Triple V sits, and everyone else behind him. So once you guys cross the line, it's going to be a white flag for you. Twin Triple V sits does not, well, he does improve, not enough to go quick time. Man, this is a bit of a laggy race. I mean, it's kind of an expectation with this many cars. All right, so again, if you're in front of Twin, or sorry, if you're behind Twin, it's a white flag if you haven't crossed the line yet. And now as Twin makes its way through the final set of curves, Twin Turbo V6 finishes up with a invalid lap. All right, do a cooldown. Everyone else, make your way over. Checkers for everyone as you cross the line. We'll be checking that board. Alright, checkers, checkers, checkers. As Jen is going to spin out across the line. Performance engineer with no need to race through. Alright, once you guys do this, stop on the front stretch. Do not cross the line on your cooldown lap. So, when you're on your cooldown lap, alright, Nikolauts, I think this is your last one, so, just cross the line. Yep. And Twin Turbo V sits, do not cross the line. You're gonna want everyone here to line up on the front stretch, diagonally like we did during the Patriot Grand Prix. Do not cross the line, once again. Do not cross the line, Speedy. We are going to do 2 pace laps. Line up on the road part of it. Don't line up on the grass because, you know, people could spin out. That's some super loose grass, Shive. You guys just need to go slowly into it. Alright, so line up in the following order. Performance Engineer, Twin Turbo V6, Shive 21 in 3rd, Crucian in 4th, Nikolauts in 5th place, Jen in 6th place. I think Jen might be a little bit too far up. So, where would... Eris Nutta at 7th place, East951 in 8th, G7 Chick in 9th place, Speedy XR1 in 10th, Jason in 11th, and then Nettie in 12th. JD Kelly's going to pull it off, so I'm going to fly him. Again, if you need to see the positions, they are on the board. Performance Engineer is going to get the bonus point for getting the pole position. And fellow, I could handle the pace car stuff since it's kind of a little technical on this track. I just need you to basically... Actually, if there's anything you could do, I need you to pull the car up into, not the front of the pits, but there's a little sort of like shortcut. I want you to pull it into there. Because I'm probably going to hop out during restarts. Nettie, you and Jason are switching positions. You and Nettie need to switch positions. Jason, move up to here. Alright, we're going to try something cool again this for SNGP, because there's still 12 cars. But before we do that, we're going to clear up the extra car. So once again, confirming... Jake is not going to be... Jake, are you going to race? I'm going to remove the cars that have been unattended by anyone. Just checking, JD Kelly, Jake, are you guys going to race? Because if so, you guys need to make your way over. No Wi-Fi. Jake? Alright. I'm trying to get this event through as soon as I can. So I'm going to remove your car, JD Kelly, for lag reasons. Also, I'm going to remove the pits. Because those are for GTIs. Okay. I'll just fly you. No, that's just like I removed the cars as per protocol. Okay, the lights are going to be red. We're going to turn the cars off and hop out. We're going to do the national anthem. Oh. Represent the mess that is my Discords. Let me actually turn this off for a second. Okay, let's get the live stream up. Alright. So follow, I'll handle the pacing for now. All I need you to do is just to get the car into the I might want you to do the flag stuff. That's all you need to do is just like the flag stuff and probably to move the car into the cut area. If you guys would please head over to your cars and stand by them. We'll get you the national anthem shortly. So. Right, now we got that out of the way. Drivers, you are now allowed to get into your cars, turn them on, and I will allow you to do a quick little rev once you're ready. Alright. Okay, so the lights are going to stay red. Need confirmation, drivers. Are you guys ready? Get the push to talk activated to make sure I don't annoy my drivers. Boom. Okay, I think everybody would be ready. Seems like nope, East not ready. Waiting on East 951. Could the road please be cleared, fella? Fella, if you're gonna wave the flag, I mean you can do it here, but just to confirm. Shy, please get into your car. Shy, into your car. Do not. Once you are in your car, you are ready. All right. The lights will be turning yellow shortly. Go when the person ahead of you goes. You're going to maintain a 3-car length space. I felt that you should probably go back in case. Yellow flag is out. Make sure to maintain a 3-car length space from the person ahead of you. There's some confusion in the back, so please try to fit yourselves. I'm at the front. Corner cut limit is going to be 30 cuts. I will fix the cuts on the backstretch. I think everyone should be pacing though. If there's anyone's missing, then we'll see. There's like 12 cars still in this race. Actually, 11 cars. 1 lap left of pacing. Fellow, if you can stay out the line. Yeah. Maintain 60 miles an hour. I'm gonna have to reset somebody. And Jen, Nico, and SPSR1 need their laps to be fit, so I'll handle that. Arisnetta and East try to fit your pacing. Saw a little bit of stuff going back there. I'll fit your laps as you guys go. Please maintain 60 miles an hour, everyone. And fellow, I'm going to need you to move the car right after this starts. Alright, everyone hold your pace. Hold your pace. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Watching for jumps. There's Neto, you're going to jump. You're going to want to back off. Nicolouts. Or not Nicolouts, East jump. There's Neto cleared of jumps, and we're good. Alright, up the hill, and it's an early lead for Performance Engineer, although he's gotten himself a little bit loose as Twin Triple V6 was going by for a moment. He's lost it. Meanwhile, for the podium, 3 wide action through the carousel. 4 wide through the carousel, it seemed. And it's a bit laggy, so the action's a bit delayed. There's Nicolas getting loose. 3 wide through the hairpin, and through they go. And Jan gets loose. He spun out. Keeps rolling up ahead. Meanwhile, by lap 1, field has kind of spread out a little. Still some tight-knit action, trying to get everything we can. As Crucian is ahead of Nico for the podium spot. There's Eris Netta, a little bit of looseness, trying to do what she can, and it looks like Nicolas has spun out on the carousel. So one of the more frustrating things to get into. I think that is everyone now on the lead lap. Everything looks good. We've seen this battle for the podium stir up. I believe it's actually 4th place. And by the end of the lap, it's completely different from where we started. There's Aris Netta ahead as Jen gets a good-looking run on East 951. Side by side with his teammate through turn 1, 3 wide on the exit. And there's Netta going to run through the grass. Not optimal. And she's still battling with Jen as much as she can. And this field has somewhat spread themselves out. Meanwhile, Recruition being hunted down a little bit by Aris Netta. She really wants to get a podium. And this time more legitimately. She gets loose off the front stretch all the way up to the inside of the road. Makes it back out on the exit. It's looking good for Jen though. Aris Netta gets very loose off of the crest, but East 951 with the crash. He is out. Shy 21 also having made some mistakes earlier. Cost him a lot of time. By far, I'd say this is one of the harder races as Jen spins out on the exit into the carousel. Checking the board, making sure everything's looking good. Yes, we are. Battle to watch currently might be between Aris Netta and Jen. Seems a little extra laggy today, but I think by now the lag has cleared itself out. Aris Netta keeps on running to the grass as she makes her way over the crest. Those could be potentially costly mistakes. We are early on in this event though, so there's a lot of room to learn and a lot of room to develop. Taps the wall into the hairpin. East 951 taps the wall. What about Nikolaus? Nikolaus is going to get by, so is Shive. Never mind. Nikolaus does get by East 951, rocking in the 66 Wolf Team Racing Machine. Meanwhile, for second place, Crucian with a mistake off of turn 1 cost him a little bit of speed, and Aris Netta is by for second for the podium. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Aris Netta taps a wall. Crucian gonna make his way over side by side for a brief bit, but Crucian is just going to get by. Back into the podium for Crucian or Dale Ross. But Aris Netta with a good-looking run into the chicane. They go. Dale Ross hitting the inside wall. Loses the position to Aris Netta once again. Podium battle rages on between the 3 cars. Aris Netta, Crucian, and Jen. As Aris Netta gets loose, spins out just about. Car continues to go straight, and I think Jen nearly lost his car too. This is by far the most technical and by far most frustratingly hard track on the schedule. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these drivers pull off, but just to finish this event on its own is a feat to certainly be proud of. Cut so far looking pretty good for all the drivers. As looking back in Performance Engineer, wasn't expecting him here like a blind, but he's taking over the car, and he's doing very well today. That is right. Shy 21 has been trying to make events as a, I think, performance engineer nearly spun out. I'm sorry for just missing that. But he's kept his car under control. He has an 18-second lead over Twin Triple V Sits, which Crucian is only 6 seconds behind from at this current time being. There's Shy, his teammate, whom actually Shy has done better in a couple races this weekend. Crucian spins out. And it's on the grass. Absolutely frustrating for him. He's lost 2 positions now of the ordeal, and more than likely Nikolauts might be coming for him next. Shy 21 off the grass. Got this car rolling. Those gravel traps are extremely bumpy, and I wouldn't be surprised if someday somebody gets stuck on them. Could be today. As we're now, once performance engineer crosses the line, we're going to be a quarter way through the race. And going to Twin Triple V Sits. Twin Triple V Sits has been the Rotsmont's guy to beat. Although the guy to beat on this track, just for whatever reason, always has been performance engineer. He's just that good of a driver. As Twin Triple V Sits hooks it on one of the sausage curves on the inside of turn 1. And that's just killed a lot of his speed. Might just be looking up towards getting a P2 finish here. As a Crucian and Jen could be into some battling. I am correct, as Jen makes the overtake on a Crucian. A Crucian with some issues, Nettie with some further issues. As he goes by for a brief bit there, side by side, making the way through the carousel for 5th place. And still making the way down into the hairpin. Jen is going to go way outside, hooks it up into the wall, spins out, and there goes Nikolauts. Nikolauts is now going to slide by. And not far behind, he's now almost about to be overlapped by Performance Engineer, and also Eastern I-51 within reach. Crucian to P4. Currently, the top 4 teams are all different drivers of different teams. Go over and watch Nikolauts. Nikolauts not too far behind from a Crucian. He's making his way down into the hairpin. So we watch the lap boards. It is a 44.898 for Performance Engineer. I think that might have been the same lap time set during qualifying. I don't think I remembered to clear it off, unfortunately. We'll be watching this for battles, and Jen only a little bit behind from Crucian. Or actually, that's Perf of East. I see. There's Netta now making the way through the front stretch on lap 13. It's a 32-second difference there. Crucian more than likely going to be hunted down by Nico. Speedits are 1 crashing, well, spinning out on the front stretch. You see Nico's starting to creep up a little bit on a Crucian. So we look at the timing boards. It looks like a Crucian has been doing better these laps. He wants to get that podium, but he's going to struggle to get it. There's his teammate, Shy, having spun out on their way into the hairpin. Again, this track, you are going to spin at least once here. It doesn't matter how good of a driver you are. It is incredibly difficult in these cars. It is bumpy, it's technical, and it's a little loose. But I guess that's kind of the beauty of how difficult it is that it's truly a driver's track. As Performance Engineer now making the way across the line, might be about to overtake Nikolaus for the lead lap. It'd be impressive to see if Performance Engineer ends up overlapping the entire field by the end of this event. Although it looks like Twin has been making up a little bit of ground as of lately. Perf has been slowing down his laps a little. As Perf has been going really slow. I think it's further. Oof. He must have spun out on the chicane or something like that. As Twin Turbo V sits only 7 seconds behind from Performance Engineer. I believe that's Twin Turbo V sits. He hits the wall. That's a big spin for him. There's not within reach, but definitely going to, personally for her, probably enjoy that. She just has to keep her car under control. And Performance Engineer overlapping Nikolaus, I believe. And there's spin for Shive 21 as Nikolaus making up ground on a Crucian. Now hunkering down a Crucian for the 4th place spot. Will the track loans creator do well today? It's gonna be this is a hard race for just about anyone. I personally think I probably would be in his position. He taps the wall. And it's another spin out for Ernetti and Jason. I'm assuming they're being certainly quite humbled by this event. As it's again another lap closer for Twin Turbo V sits. Looking at the board, Performance Engineer has just been dumping these laps completely. Could be just sandbagging, but we'd have to see as laps go through. Taps a wall. Twin Turbo V sits now getting closer and closer. Checking the board and everything is cleared. Shy with another spin. Currently P11. As next time by will be the halfway point of the race. 5 seconds separating the two of them. And there is Jen, the driver behind, now about to be lapped. So Performance Engineer about to overlap Jen once again. Had done it earlier. Looks like today's ROX mod or GTI driver race winner. It's fallen a little bit behind today with the ROX mods, but still pretty solid. And as you can see, Twin Turbo V sits in the background now. Only 4 seconds from him and Perf. Perhaps the lead battle could be going on soon. Jen, with a little bit of looseness, loses a lap to Performance Engineer. Alright, so as things are going, it looks like the closest race is going to be between the leaders. Although Performance Engineer has done better this lap than Twin. It's back up to pace. Nettie pulls his car in. He's going to pull in and DNF the race. I believe that is the first one we've seen. Unless Shipe's also pulling in. Shipe's still out. Shipe, just stay focused. This race is over halfway done. So it'll be done. I know this one's a little... I get this one's a little bit painful for you, but just try to stay focused, Shipe. It's a little over halfway done. I know. This is going to be a painful one, but there is a chance always of a caution, so you never know. Shipe currently P11. Nettie will be DNFing. And another quick lap. Purple on a Sector 3 for Performance Engineer. Alright, things are kind of settled out a little bit. The sandy of the early race has kind of worn off, it seems. Twin Turbo V6 sliding through the chicane and now making its way on the exit. Alright. I think there's a good chance of Crucian. Nikolau's might be overlapped now. Yes, he is. Nikolau's now a whole lap down. He just cannot go past the pace of Performance Engineer. He's on another level. Just completely. Get my eyes on that person. Shipe 21 with another spin. There's Ned, makes her way through. Crucian spinning out nearly, but he does manage to keep his car under control. But Performance Engineer now overlaps. He nearly loses, continues to go straight though. But Performance Engineer now overlaps everyone except for the podium at Track Loans with just 26 laps. Backs off for the moment, but it will not be enough for Crucian to hold him off. One cannot simply hold off Performance Engineer. Once he's going, he's gone. Although I might learn a thing or two. Might be able to catch up to Eris if you could manage to figure out what Perf is doing. Shipe 21 backing up. Shy, please try to direct your car forwards, or else we're gonna have to black flag you. Does a J-turn, gets his car back up. Alright. Arisnetta now just make the way out of the chicane, I believe. And Jason is stopped on the final turn. I'm glad that we don't have spin cautions, because that would be one hell of a chaotic race. Oof. Arisnetta keeps it under control. I think Crucian might be back at it with Nico. Maybe it's Jen. It was Jen and Nico. Okay. Experiencer 1 is stopped on the track. He needs to get back going. Alright, we're going to watch back, see what Jen and Nikolauts are up to, as Jen is having a few issues up the hill. Shop 21, again, a crash, as Jen is not far behind. Twin Turbo V6 having overlapped to Crucian. Two of them were actually fighting yesterday night, side by side on the final lap. I'm sure that's not a sight he wants to see again. Wants to be ahead of him. Fortunately, it's a little different on track loans, as Arisnetta is now a lap down, leaves only Twin Turbo V6 as Arisnetta is spent, and we could potentially see her in position to be into something with Crucian sometime soon. Most cars here are a lap down. Still Ross Crucian is a little loose. He sniped 5-1 and laps himself from him. Oh, it's nearly a spin. Nico out and Jen back at it. Jen makes his move to get by Nico. We did miss that, although Jen gets loose. Nico is back again in the 5th place spot. Jen with a good looking run through the carousel into the hairpin to go. And Nico, that could have been a bike or something. That was interesting. Cuts tight on the exit as Jen prefers to run a little bit more outside. We're currently under 10 laps to go. I've just realized that. Time goes by fast. 10 laps to go is already over. Try 8. Currently have 8 laps to go, and actually make it 7 for performance engineer. So this one has gone by very quickly. I'm actually kind of surprised at how quickly it's gone by, and how many drivers are still in the race. There's 10 drivers in the race still. Even if some of them are many laps down. I'm going to continue to watch this battle going on between Jen and Nico. Ooh! Jen just lost control, and he is now a little bit further back. That was a very weird incident, but it does happen sometimes with these ROX mods. You just hit the brakes, and it just completely loses control. It's not really a deal of skill. It's more so just the brakes sometimes just lock up and snap like that. Not very common, but when it does happen, it's very frustrating. And if it's at a high speed and you're just entering the corner, I believe it could be something to do with centrifugal forces. You just lose it, and it's just not savable. It's not common. It's actually quite rare. But it's interesting to see that happen. Gap between most of the drivers has split off. 5 laps to go for Performance Engineer. He's now making his way through the club section. And there's Eris Netabai on the podium. Go watch these lap times as they go through. Eris Net has been dirt quick on the board. Jive has just been suffering. Four laps to go for Performance Engineer. Performance Engineer now overlaps Gem for the second time. There's Nico Outs and East 951 about to be overlapped for their second time. Actually third, I believe, for East. It's another sand trap moment for Shive. Thankfully, there's some good runoff. As coming into 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go for Performance Engineer. Some of these drivers are over 10 laps behind. So that's a reference to scale on how fast Performance Engineer has been today. Just complete domination of the race. As Nicholas is now overlapped twice. Not too far behind from Twin Turbo V6. Alright, 2 laps to go for Performance Engineer and everyone else that crosses the line behind him. The Crucian about to be overlapped, and Nico is right within view. Oosh. Crucian with a bit of a moment. There's Nicholas not too far behind, as well as your race leader. There's a flip. There is a flip. We're going to have a 2-lap shootout. Race back. Race back. 2-lap shootout. Ooh. 4 Engineer spins out. Crap, I need to get going. Alright, Performance Engineer, it's a caution. So, slow down, Perf. The grid is going to be based off the line. I'm going to reset everyone's laps. Performance Engineer, slow down. Alright. So it was Twin Turbo V6, then Eris, then a Crucian, Then it was Nico, then Jen. So we're gonna have a 2-lap shootout. So if you guys go on order again, once you guys get up. Fortunate day for Jason. Yeah, get this is how the ROX mods work. This is how NASCAR works. So we'll be putting everyone back onto the lead lap for 2 laps to go. I don't know how Jason managed to flip like that. That's very I don't think I've ever seen that before, but it's happened. Is Jake here? Jake, I'm gonna give you a threat if you can remove the car. We'll be going next lap. Alright guys, we're gonna do 60. We're gonna do 60 miles an hour. Sorry for the little delay, I had to chat. Shibe currently with a 10-second time penalty. 4 cuts, 10 away from his next one. Alright, try to maintain your order, guys. And, fellow, if you could turn to green for me, that would be appreciated. Well, folks, 2 laps to go. With 10 cars in the, or with 9 cars in the field, watch your guys' pace. We are very close to going green, but this is where the intense part comes out. Green flag. Watch yourselves for jumps. Jen with the jump. Cleared. Alright. Fantastic start for Performance Engineer. But now all depends on these next 2 laps. He just has to keep it under control. As chaos ensues in the back of the field. Meanwhile, in the middle, Crucian with a very technical battle with Jen and potentially Shibe coming up. Airs now tops the wall. The Crucian side by side for the podium spot. Meanwhile, it's a 3-way battle in the back, 3 wide down the backstretch. Just everything they can. A Crucian gets loose. Now, the 3 of them get by. That's 3 positions. White flag in the air for Performance Engineer and all else behind. Performance Engineer now making his way through 1 and 2. Now up the crest and into 4. He gets loose. Before Twin Turbo V6 is going to gain a little bit of ground, but there's a big gap for Performance Engineer. He just needs to get these next few turns done well. There's Netta hunting down a little bit on Twin Turbo V6. This is where all of the marbles matter. Now through the chicane, the hardest part of the track. Perf takes it very easily, has a good gap, making their way through the final set of turns. Your winner off SNGP is going to be Performance Engineer second place. It's tight, but it's Twin Triple V6. Eris is in third. Shibe's penalty will be washed. Nikolaus might be in fourth. Now looking at the rest of the finishers for tonight. East 951 makes its way through the line. I'm gonna have to watch the stream. Everyone try to cross the line. Do a cooldown lap. If there's somebody to stop ahead, just stop for them. I believe Jen has crashed, spun out on the chicane. He's gonna need to keep on going if he wants to get those points, though. It's a rage quit, I think. Oh, shoot. Alright. Well, we're going to see... Alright, everyone to the pits, except for Perf. You are allowed to stay out. Everyone go into the pit lane. I'm supposed to do the race thing, so I'm sorry about that. Alright, you just set craft. Alright, we're gonna check that. We're gonna check those finish results for a real quick second. Just gonna watch personally, see how this one finished up. Also, Performance Engineer is quick time. Finish results between Twin Triple V Sits and Shibe will be determined post-race. Meanwhile, we're going to get to your podium. Shibe, you were really close to 10 seconds, so I'm going to have to review this after the stream is over for the results. Alright. There is drinks, by the way. Perf, it is a little bit of a funky... Yeah. Screenshot. Alright, guys. If you want to drink, there is drinks in the coffins. I turned the stream off. We'll get to our interviews shortly. Alright, Performance Engineer, I am going to unmute you. You can speak if you want. If you don't want to interview, then go ahead. But congratulations on that first place position. You've done a pretty good race tonight. Bring me through it if you want, or I think you're usually one of the more quiet ones. All right. You weren't really expecting it to come today, and you managed to come up on top.
Yeah. I guess this is my favorite track, I guess.
All right. Anyone you'd like to thank? Anything about today's race that really interested you?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my team, even though I don't have one. I'd like to thank my sponsors, if I don't have one. My mentor, even though I don't have one. Thank you to whoever caused that safety car at the very end. Screw you. That's about it.
I see. All right. Well, give it up to your race winner today for SNGP 2022, Performance Engineer. Now moving up to Twin Triple V6. If you'd like to speak, you are going to be unmuted. All right, Twin. Couldn't quite get the win today. You did get one yesterday, and you still were the only car to not end up a lap down. So I guess that says something pretty impressive.
I want to thank my fans out there for supporting me today, because I need that support to win this race. But unfortunately, I couldn't because of a tire strategy failure. And Bono was kind of high today, and he kind of gave me some of his alcohol. So I kind of blame it on him for today's loss. But I just want to say to all the kids out there, you can make a tire work as well. Tires are very round, and I like my tires like I like my women, round and soft. So thank you everybody out there, and yeah.
Interesting interview from Twin Turbo V6. We have Arisnetta, our podium today. If you'd like to be interviewed, of course.
Hello, hi.
I hope today's podium was a lot better feeling than yesterday's.
Yeah, because this time I didn't witness the death of my hopes and dreams. I don't know how to feel about the finish. Something tells me the finish under shootout was more like action packed, but a lot of people's races got ruined. Really, whenever it's a shootout in this track and these cars, you just need to survive. You just try not.
Pretty much is it, yeah.
Survive.
Yeah, I wonder who. I still don't even know who finished the race in entirety. So, Jen rage quit it, by the way.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you look on if you look at the chicane, his car is stopped there, spun out.
Oh.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of ruined nights tonight. But that's racing. You go through the good ones and the bad ones, and I know that restart was going to make or break people.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, that is really that's racing. Today's been a good day. Except for the GTI. Fuck GTI. I hate GTI. Never racing GTI ever again. Fuck that up.
Oh.
I mean, I don't have the fat ass bandage anymore on my arm. So you guys want to know what's the peak of fucking Chilean healthcare to all the people at home? My bandage was replaced from a very well crafted, soft, white, multi-layered bandage to a piece of tape that the doctor put on my scar. He just put two pieces of tape because the first one wasn't wide enough.
So keep in mind, Arisnetta has been injured, and despite this, still drives, and she's had to adapt to it, but she's done really well despite this.
I binded my handbrake to left control.
I have still no clue what the extent of your injuries are. I just know that, you've injured yourself pretty badly.
I cut my fucking arm open.
Yes, I know. I just don't know what you injured. You cut your arm open, which that's a bad thing. It's a very bad thing.
Forearm.
Yes. I know. But what is injured on your right forearm?
B.
Right forearm. I think you meant to what extent?
I mean, I was dangerously close to cutting a muscle open.
Oh, fun.
The wound exposed a bit of muscle, but it wasn't cut. If it was cut, I would not be here right now. I would be dead inside,
So,
paralyzed with my feet in my mouth.
what you're saying is the subcutaneous layer of the skin.
Sucking on an apple like a pig about to be roasted for dinner.
I see.
Alright.
Well,
Oh.
I guess I might. Oh, that's a cute little meow right there. Not meow, Rotsmon. Shut. Yes, it's baby Rotsmon. I think that might be enough for the stream today, and that is going to commence the road course racing with SLC. But we will be doing some other cool stuff tomorrow. And if you are an oval racing fan, we still got one more event for the closing feature of SNGP. We have the outlaw carts on the little dirt track. That will be at 4 p.m. US PST. If you're a Routes Mods driver, you actually can sign up for that one very easily. And if you have a scheme and you've raced before, you could also compete in it.
Speedy wants an interview. Give him the interview.
Speedy wants an interview. I'm gonna be harsh about your driver here, Speedy. Just an FYI. You can unmute him. I'll do it. Oh. Alright, Speedy.
Well, yes. I do not know how I passed the Crucian engine, but I think
they both kind of rage quitted.
That I was still in the time. I still had enough time to have like enough seconds to be behind Shibe. So free position.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to check after the stream is over to see how that went, because I'm actually not sure. It looked like it was about 10 seconds for East. I'm pretty sure he cleared you though.
If you want,
East didn't clear me. East is in front of me.
Yeah.
East is in front of me anyways, but I'm worried about Shibe.
So it's close. Shibe cleared you. It was close with East, but that's the one that's under review.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you?
I mean,
no,
unless
I'm still no.
Robo.
No.
The higher power, also known as frame-by-frame analyzing.
True. But I can't do frame-by-frame because I need to get 10 seconds, and the stream is kind of goofy, so...
We're gonna do a video-assisted refereeing. You know, like a
yeah, we'll do that post-race. A lot of people quit this race the final lap, and I can understand why. A lot of emotions for this one, and a lot of them just broke out.
Yeah.
With that,
so Jace. So about the wreck, he actually grazed the wall. He didn't mean to. He probably wasn't paying attention. He grazed the wall and he just flipped.
That'll do it.
So
I can demonstrate you how dangerous that wall is.
I know that wall is dangerous. I am fully aware of how dangerous it is.
Why don't you make it
flat? Why didn't
challenge.
you fix it? He probably hit the clip.
In a normal circumstance where you like slide into it, you wouldn't flip over. But if you weren't paying attention, you try to cut into it, you would potentially flip over it.
You did.
It's kind of
flip
like
over.
that's kind. I know it's like a sausage curb kind of.
Bubble.
Yeah, but that's a wall. At
Yeah.
least add a bit of
Yes,
realism.
I'm aware of how the curb is. It's been like that since last year.
Spectate me right fucking now.
I am
going to
watching you.
stress
Yes, we can.
your safety.
I can't watch anyone else. For some reason, I can watch Shy.
Yes, I know.
You
It's
can
yes.
by just rubbing against it.
Yes. Although that's like a very uncommon circumstance.
And let me show you exhibit number 2.
Eris, I'm aware. Well,
Shut
anyways,
up.
I gotta close the stream up. So,
You don't.
that in mind, 4 p.m. US PST. Although we will be running the historic race at 10 a.m. We're gonna do some time attack stuff, and Toga Development is doing stuff at about I think 1ish. So at 4 p.m., that is when the cool stuff really gets on with the carts. Just hit me up
Yeah,
and we'll get going. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. That should commence this